And finally, let's just be clear on this and to assure the deputation there has never been any plan to close Colinton toilets as a result of this report, only to seek other options that may or may not work. And of course we should try to explore that at least. It's disappointing that the Tories are making politics to this issue, and I'm happy to support the administration's position. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Day. Councillor Arthur.
Thank you, Lord Provost, and I would like to thank Councillor Day there, who's the Deputy Leader of the Council, for making it clear that there is no plan to close Colinton's public toilets. I think there's been a little bit of political game playing with this and a little bit of scaremongering, which hasn't been helpful to some local people. I just really want to make 2 or 3 points really. Firstly, I really welcome this report because I think it is evidence that the Council does listen on the wider piece. A few years ago, we were speaking in the Council chambers about antisocial behaviour problems associated with public toilets and why that was justification for closing some of them at least. And here we are now talking about how public toilets are actually the solution to some antisocial behaviour problems. So I really welcome this change in tone and outlook. After all, this is a capital city who prides itself in people coming from around the world. And like other cities, we should be welcoming and should give people the facilities they need to enjoy the city. On the specific point of Colinton public toilets, which we've spent a lot of time talking about today, I really welcome the deputation actually and the tone they presented the information on and the representation they did for the local community there. So it's very clear that there's no plan to close these public toilets, and I spoke to council officers just yesterday and they were crystal clear that the Colinton public toilets, if lockdown lifts as planned, are due to open in July. Let's hope that can happen sooner, of course. I think what's clear though, Lord Provost, is the deputations, all 4 of them, made the point that a community asset transfer is not viable. These organisations together represent literally hundreds of people living in the Colinton community in their membership, direct membership. So if they're telling us that this isn't a viable proposition, I can't think what other group within Colinton is going to step forward to lead on a community asset transfer. So what I would respectfully suggest is that we look at this quite hard, because we're in a time where every penny counts and every officer minute counts as well. So to ask officers to spend time and money on engaging the community on a community asset transfer, which the community has been very clear that it's not interested in and is not viable, I do not believe would be a good use of resources at this point. Thank you, Lord Provost.
Thank you, Councillor Arthur.